Pretty cool with his guys there, Tatum included. And I'll say this about, but that is not the big headline here in Beantown. The headline is the Celtic TD Garden. Now look at the starting lineups: Irving, Dinwiddie, Harris, Durant, and DeAndre Jordan. Before the NBA's regular season tips off in just 4. Jaylen Brown all the way into the paint for the Bucks.
Let's go back to Jaylen Brown. Nobody stops the basketball at all. Now Spencer Dinwiddie is sitting in the middle.
Kyrie down the lane, couldn't get it to go. Jordan had it partially blocked by Tice. Last year shot 68%. Rebounded by the Celtics, back out to Marcus Smart. Smart, you talk about it. Irving in transition. Celtics back on defense. Joe Harris, knockers Durant on the move. KD with the stare down mid-range with a soft touch.
And perhaps not as sharp, but look out, folks. It'll be a process, but I imagine it'll be speedy.
He was hit on the elbow. Smart back the other way. Jaylen Brown down Main Street, switched hands on. Celtics with a 1-point lead. Kyrie on the baseline picks up the.
Talking to us earlier today about he's had conversations as KD goes on the drive. Nicely done. First span ending in 2019. Of the high volume drivers, this guy did it more.
Think about the fact that coming off that Achilles. Here's Tatum, missed his last 2 3-pointers. Tice, and he drills the way here in the first quarter. Irving over to Joe Harris, quick catch and shoot, and he. Tatum with the crossover. Tice inside with these. His improvement this year is getting to the bucket a little bit more. Irving with the mid-range pull-up. Not
outstanding mid-range players in the game. That's nicely done, Kyrie.
And Phil Jackson practice often. Cassidy has more. Cass?
Yeah, their first preseason game too, but cameras didn't kick in wisdom. And just another point of context for this, Google definition. Irving's right
gotcha.
Now.
Cass, if it brings all of us newer, fresher energy for the new.
Not to go to the WNBA bubble, and recently fade for the Nets.
I still wouldn't mind the thought bubbles to be telling me maybe some. So, I think as definitely as, Steve Kerr walked into a situation that was obviously marked those things. And Steve Nash had great teammate skills. I think he's going to handle all of these with that friendship and how it holds up to the rigors of this incredibly unique NBA.
Here's LeVert coming off the bench. Drives all the way to the.
Is one of the elite drivers. I mean, this guy proved a season ago that when healthy, second unit should not be an issue.
Here's Jeff Teague from deep, and Teague. Little 2-for-1 situation if Tatum wants it. He wants it all right.
Mike D'Antoni would tell you maybe his best quality in addition to being a brilliant coach is there's some real humility.
And I think 37 of those 51 in the second half. Being a member of the Celtics, every time he saw Stevens, he would say thank you. Guy that already in 3 years in the NBA is points just underway here in the second quarter. Prince, Luau-Cabarro on the baseline. Tatum on a path to the bucket, got it blocked. DJ.
That's at the rim again. Jason navigating to the cup. Oh, I mean, to me that looks like an easy.
Elects to pass it to Luau-Cabarro. Irving from deep.
And carry themselves as such. Kyrie, an elite scorer at the lead guard position.
In news conference, he ran into Kyrie in the gym getting a hard workout in as Durant leaks out.
Against the Boston Celtics to start this basketball game. Sprinting out in transition is Kevin Durant.
There's Brown. Marcus Smart off glass and good. Steve Nash, Dinwiddie had a career season last year. At one point was in the conversation. Durant. And here he is on the break. Pritchard got a lesson in.
Mr. Pritchard, I know you're a rug, but this is one of the great scorers in history. Right.
18 months ago, and man, said it earlier, basketball is just better when KD, a dead-eye three-point shooter. Here's Brown, run off the three-point line. Great time inside. And guarded by Smart. Here's Irving, guarded by Jaylen Brown. Great pocket pass. DJ on Irving. double team and an easy steal by Tatum. Just his second.
Plays like that, Robert Williams, in order to crack the rotation consistently.
Under 3 minutes to go here. 17-point lead for Brooklyn. Joe Harris from deep, who's struggling again at the offensive end here in the second game. He hit Kyrie with the Smitty move, working against Jeff Green. Took out his do-it-yourself kit. Why not? He's in the middle of a lot of speculation right now as to where that step-back three might be in the future. Hey, by 18. Tatum with a tough fade with the ball fake on Tice, didn't bite. Durant with the floater. And he drew them as being arguably the most lethal scorer we have in basketball right now. Inside, things heating up quickly for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead 62-44 as we look at it. KD and Joe Harris leading the way.
Well, two elite players and
on opposing scouting reports before Kemba Walker comes back. Smart with a
because he visualized being back playing for so long and just thinking about how it would be the next.
Brown falls into the corner three. Why not? Didn't
was nice, but the 2 threes from Boston, a little scramble to the loose ball. Nobody.
And back comes Tatum. It's a screen from Tice. Well,
so he makes a three, and then nice screen by Tice. Gets that defender.
We're starting to do it at both ends of the floor. We saw that in the bubble. Brown and one.
That he passes up on that first opportunity. Says, all right, yeah, I see one defender. I can beat him.
Jaylen Brown really finding his voice on and off the court in Boston and all points in between. Kyrie getting into the paint. Boy, that's pretty.
With the play, if you're Brooklyn.
Good cut by Harris from the weak side and the layup.
And Joe Harris is an elite shooter. You have to be able to balance that with other things. Outstanding cut.
Marcus Smart inside to Tice against Durant. Did we mention he's a good?
And he is buried defensively, but does he give up? No. Goes chest to chest. I remember they used to complain he couldn't bench. What was it, 185?
135, yeah.
Hasn't been a pre-Irving. Heat 2. Off the screen from Joe Harris makes it look easy. They're rolling. Was on the floor for the last NBA game played. We were, of course, in Dallas for that Denver game. And
squad last year. Durant with that mid-range pull-up. The Celtics have stalled out a little bit offensively. Williams with the put. Canner no longer with Boston, now a member of the Portland Trail Blazers. Durant goes quickly and fit. Here's LeVert. I love what Nash said, Doris, when as LeVert gets the soft touch. LeVert gets downhill over Nesmith. He has 11 points. Shamet, LeVert on cue, got another one.
Karis LeVert in the bubble averaged 25, 5 and 5, and you put him beside. Oh, he's scary. Walks up into a three. Boy, you better meet him at the point of attack sooner than that.
Shot clock is off. Durant gets downhill and punches it home.
59,000 plus minutes and almost 42,000 points. The story by Kurt Goldsberry, because it talks about his shot profile and the amount of.
And Shamet on the floor for Brooklyn, who have dominated this game tonight. With play Stan Remy's great new gym down there in Miami, Florida, where he lives in the season. Guy that showed flashes of brilliance last year, especially in the priest position, though, Doris. We still feel that intimacy, which is so unique.
Well, I just think it's part of the game. I think it's such a significant thing to watch teammates interact with one another.
But Doris, in terms of COVID, you speak as somebody who's
signed his new contract extension with all those pens that his teammates gifted.
5 minutes to go. Nesmith blocked by Prince as Prince.
And by Taurean Prince. My goodness.
With the Pelicans, Zion Williamson taking on Jimmy Butler in the Miami Heat. Bruce Brown, the former Piston, kicks it out to Prince for three. Side.
That's, you know, they might have the luxury.
Sometimes you get lightning in a bottle like these Celtics did when they got us 22 turnovers. And remember, no Kemba Walker tonight if you're just joining us. Waters. Pritchard hits the Celtics going really small out there now. A bit long. Nice hit ahead to TLC for the layup. Neesmith on the drive. They get it around to Pritchard. A nice quick shot layup. Win it 113 to 89. 2-0 in the preseason. 19-9. Kyrie had 17. Assistant coach Jerome Allen.